Lee Mallett from Mallett Buildings. Good to talk to y'all this afternoon. I'm going to cover a couple of things. One, I always talk about don't hire unlicensed contractors. Don't hire these home improvement contractors. They're not licensed contractors, folks. They're going to get you in trouble. This is the people that have all these charges that are always brought against them when the storms and all this stuff, and even when there's no storms, okay? They're not licensed contractors. Do yourself a great favor, and if you don't believe me, ask your lawyer. Get with a licensed contractor. As chairman of the state licensing board, I can tell you that almost all of our issues come with these home improvement registers. They're not licensed contractors. I keep pounding and pounding and pounding to the point, in fact, today, just today, not a few minutes ago, we got one guy out there who's a home improvement registered, who's bidding on a commercial job. These guys do not care if they break the law. They are breaking the law. Why would you want to do business with these cats who are basically trying to fool people into believing that they're licensed? We wouldn't let a doctor do that. We wouldn't let a lawyer do that. If he tried to practice law without a license, he'd get locked up. If he was a doctor doing it, he'd get locked up. These guys are representing themselves out there as home improvement contractors. And I keep trying to tell y'all to beware of them. I keep telling you how you do it. You go to the LSLB website, type in his name. It's going to tell you everything about him. It's terrible to go. I've been on the state contract board for over 15 years. I'm chairman the last 7 years. And every meeting, I just wait to hear some terrible story about either some elderly person or some poor single person who's been taken advantage by these people who come in, take their money, and run. Or they come and take their money, do shot, and you can't find them again. That's what they do. And you got several of them operating right here in Lake Charles, Louisiana. Be careful. If you want to know who they are, call me. Be glad to tell you. Don't like to do this kind of stuff on live. But if you want to know and if you do, that's fine. But you ought to know who you're doing business with. It's crazy. It just doesn't make any sense to me. You wouldn't do it with a doctor, and you wouldn't do it with a lawyer. You wouldn't do it with a dentist. There's a lot of things. If you're going to want professionalism, hire a professional. If you don't want professionalism, go hire one of those guys, because they are not in the business, and they're not going to be here in the long term. I've been in business over 23 years. I've got over 25,000 buildings on the ground. I have a facility. I have a plant. I have offices. I have people that work for me. These people don't. And that says a lot about how long they're going to be in business. So when they tell you they got a 6-year warranty or whatever warranty they have, you have no guarantee they're going to be there, because they haven't even been there as long as the warranty they're saying they're going to give. If I tell you I'm going to give you a 6-year warranty or a 10-year warranty, I can say it because I've been in business 25 years. Does that not make sense? I can't promise you something when I ain't been in business at least 10 years. Because if I didn't make the first 10, how do you know I'm going to make the 10 to begin with? But because I've been in business 25 years, I can tell you I'm going to guarantee this for 10 years, because I have a big investment in the plant, I have a big investment in this business and in the industry. And so I can give you a warranty that long because I've been in business that long. But those are a couple of things you just need to be careful of with these guys. The other thing one of them's doing, he doesn't want to give quotes in writing no more. He wants to do it on a text. Why? Because we price match. We'll bid anybody's price but $1,000, apples to apples. They can't compete. How can they compete? They have no equipment. They have no facility. They can't compete. We buy so much lumber and metal here. It fathoms those guys. And because of the way they do business, I don't think they'll ever get there. I'm not against people trying to get ahead. There's a right way and there's a wrong way. And the way they're doing it, by making people believe that they're licensed contractors, is wrong. It's just dead wrong. If they tell you the truth and you want to do it, so be it. But when they represent themselves as licensed contractors, and they're not, they're being untruthful to you, the customer. And I'm going to tell you, my experience as chairman of the state licensing board is a lot of problems. A lot of problems. And it's terrible to see when it happens. I mean, a lot of people, they've worked hard to earn this money, and it's just a terrible thing when there's really, why did you use him? Why didn't you make sure he was licensed? Well, I believed him. Or he took out that home improvement. I said, but that's not a state, that's not a license. So be careful. I keep pounding on this because I'm telling you, I don't mind competing with anybody apples to apples. I really don't. In fact, I love the challenge. But I don't like competing with people who try to compete with me and misrepresent what they are to compete with me. And that's what you got with these guys. So be very, very careful, okay? Hope this information has helped you. If you need any other information, feel free to call me, 337-214-0428, which is my personal cell phone number, or you can call the office at 337-214-0428. And remember, we're here to help you. As a member of the State Contracts Board, if there's any questions you have concerning that, feel free to call me also. Be glad to help you. Share this, please. Enjoy talking.